Hey, this is the IELTS tips from A to Z with Stanislav Boyko. Let's listen to some intellectuals from the Generation X.
Regarding to the speaking models for IELTS, I want to share some tips that I found useful during my learning process. Well, I used to have some problems with making plans in speaking part 2, and teacher advised me to make it beforehand. So I want to advise you the same. Take your notebook, make plans, and on the real exam you can easily remember them and use them. In order to have some creative ideas, you can use an application called IELTS Assistant, and there you can find actual questions for IELTS too.
Improving a speaking skill in a professional way doesn't always mean focusing on IELTS speaking questions only. Instead, there is one more point to consider: having public presentations. Wherever you study, at school or university, you can prepare a public speech for the audience, which can improve your confidence, fluency, charisma, since speaking confidently in a fluent way can have many benefits in getting a high score in IELTS speaking exam.
You have to love success so much that you are willing to fail 10 times before you succeed once.
As far as I know, listening audiobooks is one more key tool to improve listening skill as exam practice. Well, they are helpful in many ways. Firstly, they make our ears get adapted to the English language. Secondly, we can learn how to pronounce words correctly from the native speakers. Last but not least, they don't require much effort from us. All we need is just earphones and a smartphone. Try them, and soon you will see the improvement.
Writing used to be the most difficult part in IELTS for me. Then my teacher gave me a writing tip which helped me to increase my writing score. So it was translating essay samples in Cambridge practice tests into my own mother tongue. I just want you to do the same to increase your score. This method will help you to avoid common mistakes which was done by other candidates. In addition, by translating, you can analyze the essay samples thoroughly as well as the grammar and vocabulary. Mainly, it gives you clear understanding of writing essay contents, which is so crucial in IELTS writing.
So people are struggling to manage their time when it comes to the reading part. And they have done a lot of work, they have done a lot of practice and theories, but still no avail. And there is one way to boost your speed and hone your time management on the reading section. So this is a reading books. Once you start reading them, you start thinking in that language. And it can also help you to improve your logic. And you know, the logic is the most essential segment in the reading part. And this method helped me to get 8.5 in the reading module.
Only by knowing IELTS theories we couldn't get higher scores in IELTS exam. To fully understand and find out our mistakes in reading, we have to practice much in learning process. Therefore, Cambridge IELTS preparation books are good materials to work on. Firstly, they can help you to discover what types of questions are difficult for you and what is your weaker point. Secondly, they can give you an opportunity to manage time properly because given passages are similar to ones in real exam. So you can analyze your weakness and improve it by using various passages.
Many candidates confuse pronunciation with accent. These are not the same thing. Nobody expects you to speak with a perfect British English or American English accent. In fact, examiners will not judge your accent at all. Your pronunciation score is based on your clarity, speed, word and sentence stress, and your intonation. It's not easy to improve these things quickly and through deliberate practice. Good pronunciation is always the result of lots of listening and copying. The best tip is stop worrying about your accent and focus on speaking clearly. Don't wait for others to educate you. Educate yourself.
It's very important to mention that all these things are just secondary. The most effective and simplest way to understand the structure of IELTS and to learn how to work with it is just loving and enjoying what you do. If you don't have a desire and passion to learn something, nothing can help you. Neither books nor teachers. But if you want something from the very bottom of your heart, nothing can stop you.
Take care.